Hello, welcome back to Sorare Assist. Today I'm going to be going through the top 5 midfielders in the English Premier League. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, sign up using the link below. You'll get a free limited card and you'll also get to draft your English Premier League fantasy team as well, where you can pick 8 players within a certain budget. Okay guys, let's kick off then. So as I say, today I'm going to be highlighting the top 5 midfielders in the English Premier League. I'll be starting from number 5, then working my way up to the number 1 pick for midfielders on Sorare in terms of the scoring output over a long period of time. So guys, let's go ahead and start with the player I've gone for at number 5. So number 5, I've gone for Jorginho of Chelsea. The 31-year-old is a really consistent performer on the Sorare scoring matrix. He's got an L40 of 57, an L15 of 60 and an L5 of 56. If we look at his scores then, so in the last 33 games he's got 3 goals and 3 assists, and he's shown some fairly consistent numbers here, regular 70s, 60s and also some peak scores as well, including a 96 and an 80 in his last match. He's also got a good all-round game score as well of 20.4 on average. So Jorginho is certainly a decent option, very consistent, reliable performer in your Sorare teams. So coming in at number 4 then, I've gone for Martin Odegaard. Now this ranking is based on his recent form. He's having a really good season for Arsenal so far, especially in the last 5 or 10 games. He's really on form. The 24-year-old has an L40 of 56, an L15 of 59 and an L5 of 69. If we look at his scores then, so he's got some really good peak scores. As I say, he's in good form here. As you can see though, when he doesn't score or assist, he does get a lower score. But he has scored 11 goals and got 6 assists as well in his last 43 appearances for Arsenal. So still a really good option. And obviously he's still fairly young as well, so can only improve, especially if Arsenal can carry on their form. Coming at number 3 then, I've gone for Rodrigo of Manchester City. 26-year-old is ever present in the Manchester City lineup, doesn't seem to suffer from the Pep roulette, and he's got an L40 of 69, an L15 of 68 and an L5 of 66. In the last 49 games for Man City, he's scored 5 goals, got 6 assists, but he's more of a defensive player, and that's why he's got a fantastic all-round game here with 27.4 all-round score on average. He's also got some really peak scores as well, including a 100 score here, some 90s, 80s, 70s as well. So he's looking a really consistent performer for your SO5 teams, and it's certainly one that's looking a really good pick. So let's go on to number 2 then. So at number 2 in the top 5 midfielders on the Sorare scoring matrix, I've gone for Bruno Fernandes. 28-year-old who plays of course for Manchester United, has been on absolutely fantastic form this season. He's also got previous form like this as well when Manchester United was seeing better days. But now under Ten Hag, Man United seems to be building something really special. And Bruno Fernandes is obviously playing a lot of minutes for United and is one of the star performers. So an L40 of 59, an L15 of 72 and an L5 of 77. In his last 52 games for Manchester United, he's scored 12 goals and got 10 assists. As you can see from his score graph though, this was the period where United were not on the best of form, but now United are starting to find their form. We can see he's getting some really good scores, including 2 100 scores, a couple of 90 scores as well, and some 80 scores thrown in there for good measure. So Bruno Fernandes is certainly looking a fantastic pick, the captain of Manchester United. So then, who has pipped Bruno Fernandes to the number 1 spot in the top 5 midfielders on the Sorare scoring matrix? Well, that is the one and only Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City. Seems to be ever present for Manchester City, apart from European games. He seems to be getting breasted in the European matches, but that don't matter on Sorare when we're looking at the Premier League draft. He does seem to be playing most games in the league for Manchester City and is one of their star players. The 31-year-old has an L40 of 68, an L15 of 64 and an L5 of 61. In his last 47 games for Manchester City, he's scored 16 goals and assisted 23 goals as well. As you can see, this is an absolutely fantastic ratio. I suspect he's going to assist in a lot more this season as well with Erling Haaland in the team. We can also see some really fantastic scores here as well. Few 100s, 80s, 90s as well. These scores here are a little bit lower. These were the games during the World Cup mostly, so don't let that put you off Kevin De Bruyne, who is a fantastic player when he's playing in the English Premier League. So he's a worthy contender at number 1 for my top 5 midfielders in terms of Sorare scoring. So that concludes this video, guys. Next up I'm going to be covering the top 5 forwards in the English Premier League that you consider for your draft if you've not picked your team already. Like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and Twitter. And of course, if you've not signed up to Sorare yet, sign up, use the link below. You'll get a free limited card after buying 5 cards on auction. You'll also, of course, get to draft your English Premier League team and enter the free-to-play tournaments today. Okay guys, thanks for watching as always. I'll see you again on the next one.